I said, yo! What's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Packers versus 49ers, Week 3 recap. Let's get into it. Before we get started, you know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, share this outstanding local Packers news content. Shout out to the Logic Squad. So, let me just take my time here before I just jump right into it and we go over the stats. These were two solid teams that played last night. The Packers and 49ers. This ended up being a good game. It shouldn't have been, but it ended up being a good game. I'm going to leave my true opinions about how the Packers are playing until about week 5 to 6. The reason for that is because Aaron Rodgers didn't play in the preseason. He's still getting in his rhythm on offense. So that's why you're starting to see him miss throws and things like that. But you can see him knocking off the rust now. So I don't want to harp on that yet. So the good thing is we did beat the 49ers yesterday. That is one of our rivals. We've had a back and forth with them for over a decade, and it was good to get a win in their stadium actually. So on the road. So that was great as far as for the Packers and showing some gumption on the road against a 2-0 team. Now my problem with the Packers and what happened yesterday was that we were dominating this game in the first half. We were up 17-0, getting ready to go into halftime. Then we allowed Jimmy Garoppolo, who doesn't even look like he should be a quarterback. He should be on Days of Our Lives or something. But, I digress. And allowed Jimmy Garoppolo, who was a below average quarterback, to give them momentum going into the at halftime and allow them to score. 2-minute drill. They got some rhythm going, and he was hitting George Kittle. Deebo Samuel was getting it going before half, and they were able to score. And then they got the ball back after half and scored again. So we were up 17-0. Then right out of the gates in the third quarter, it's a ball game again, 17-14. Things that I've noticed about the Packers this season so far, before I just get into the numbers, is that we can't defend tight ends. Tight ends have been killing us all year. Kittle last week, we haven't been really able to defend tight ends. That's definitely been a problem for us, and that's something that definitely needs to be worked on. We did get more quarterback pressures. We did do some good things on defense, but our defense is still suspect. Do not get it messed up. Our defense is still suspect. We did have a solid game yesterday. We had 3 sacks. So not bad. And we had quarterback hurries and things like that. But our defense is still sketch. It's still sketch. The reason I say that is in the first half, Jimmy Garoppolo had less than 100 yards passing. In the second half, he has 166 and 2 touchdowns. Where before half, he had less than 90 yards and a pick. So the defense let up in the second half, and I feel like they took their foot off the gas starting at the drive before halftime, and they allowed them to get some rhythm and get some things going. Like I said, hitting Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle was definitely one of his favorite targets. So there's definitely things to work on. Like I said, the positive, we're 2-1. We beat a good team on the road that's previously undefeated. Blah blah blah. Okay, so let's get into the stats. Y'all know how we do. Aaron Rodgers had a sound game. He's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this is crazy to even go over his stats. Besides that first game blip, 23 of 33, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, 113 rating. He's still missing throws, but don't you guys worry about that. That's just from not playing in the preseason. So this is his preseason is going on now. That's why I said 5 or 6 before I start really passing judgment on the Packers. Once I know that Aaron Rodgers is knocked off the rust. And even with him still rusty, he's still outstanding. But I'm talking about when he's God level is when he's knocked off the rust and he's really Aaron Rodgers. That's God level right there. Right now he's just mortal right now because he's still making a few mistakes. But he's you can see he's knocking off the rust. He's missing some of those deep touch throws, but that'll all get worked out. Aaron Jones had his best game of the season, 19 carries, 82 yards. I felt like we really started to lean on him heavily in the second half, and we were trying to take the air out of the ball and just trying to go on more game crunching drives. I feel like Aaron Jones was doing well. 4.3 yards a carry, got a touchdown, 82 yards. Dope. That's what we need more of. I feel like he should have 20 plus carries, but that's just me, and we should start to really use him, especially in the first half, to open up the pass game when you can run. But again, these are my opinions. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Davante Adams had a Davante Adams game, 12 carries, 132, 11 catches, 1 yard. He was targeted often and early, and he was making plays. He did have a little scare in the second half where it looked like he might have had a concussion. So he went to the blue tent, came back out, made some more plays. Valdez-Scantling, he's just a great deep threat when Aaron Rodgers or him on the same page. He's missed Scantling a few times early in week 1 and week 2, but they were able to connect a few times in week 3. And Scantling had a solid game, three receptions, 59 yards, 19 yards a clip, 1 touchdown. And if you don't know, Valdez-Scantling is just a deep threat. That dude is no joke. He has some real speed. And it's just that Aaron Rodgers been missing him. So last year he was averaging 21. So 20 a clip in a game that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. My problem is that our defense is still suspect to me. It's just something just isn't right. Maybe they got some time to work for Joe Barry, but there's no way that this might sound disrespectful. Jimmy Garoppolo shouldn't be a good enough quarterback to get 28 points on you. I just don't think he's that good. I think he's trash. I think that he won't even be the starting quarterback before the end of the year. Like, he's trash. And I feel a way that he was able to get it going against us in the second half and get some rhythm and confidence. His confidence should have been squashed going into half instead of playing that stupid prevent defense people like to play before the end of the half. Instead of going for the throat, you press him, he makes a mistake, gets a turnover. This game could be a blowout instead of a nail biter where Aaron Rodgers and the fellas on offense had to make a lot of key plays in the fourth quarter, especially to get those 2 scores to kind of get us out of there with the win, because fourth quarter San Francisco was on our neck. 14 points, 2 touchdowns. I mean, we won 30-28 and we were up 17-0. So we pulled off the victory, but it shouldn't have been as hard as it was. Hopefully we make adjustments, and I know that we were missing people like Kevin King, but to me Kevin King is trash. Who took his place I think is better than Kevin King. But the trajectory is better. This is probably one of our better games of the season. I don't count last week against Detroit because their quarterback is trash as well, and Jared Goff. So I think we're playing better in certain aspects. I'm just waiting for us to have that complete game where we're dominant on defense and dominant on offense. So hopefully things are headed in that trajectory. Again, the Packers got a good win against a formidable foe that was 2-0, and one of our main adversaries over the last 10-15 years. So I'm looking forward to what the Packers do next week. I'm really looking forward to Aaron Rodgers knocking off this rust. And we'll be good. It just, we got to work through these kinks. And we also, at some point, need to establish a legit second receiver. I've been waiting for Lazard to pop up. Maybe MVS besides the deep balls. Can he run other routes? Tanya didn't do anything. Cobb didn't do anything. I have a real fear that our only true receiver is Devonte Adams, and we've done nothing to address that. I like Valdez-Scantling, but I like him in his role. Like, you're a deep threat. We can send you as decoy. You run deep and open up things down the middle, because I don't know if he can be a true second receiver. We still need that. Randall Cobb has been a wash. That's been useless. He's done nothing. So I'm just waiting to see how this whole thing comes together. Again, I'm happy that we did get the win, but there's definitely room for improvement with the Packers. So if you want that content, that raw, if you want unbiased opinion about your Green Bay Packers, this is where you need to go. Comment, like, subscribe, share my videos. Y'all know y'all like them. Gone.